In today's video, we're going to take a look at how you can control your desktop, laptop, or Chromebook remotely from your phone or another computer using Google's Chrome Remote Desktop. This video is going to be split into 4 parts: introduction and setup, desktop walkthrough, getting and giving remote support, and a walkthrough for your phone. Time links are going to be in the description so you can easily jump back and forth to different sections. So let's get started. It's probably worth mentioning that you do need to be using Google Chrome as your browser because this relies on a Chrome extension to work. To download Chrome, just check the description. To get started, just head over to remotedesktop.google.com. Link for this along with everything else in the video is going to be in the description. Once you're there, just click the Get Started button. You should see this prompt telling you to set up remote access. In order for a computer to be controlled from another device, you'll have to install this Chrome extension first. All you have to do is click the blue download button and you're taken to the Chrome web store. Just click Add to Chrome and you'll be met with a prompt just telling you everything the extension will have access to. Click Add again. Now you should have a Turn On button. Give that a click and name your PC whatever you'd like to be listed as. I'm just going to use Desktop 1 for the purpose of this video. Google will now ask you to come up with a PIN with at least 6 numbers. Each computer you have added can have its own PIN, and Google will require you to enter it each time you connect for security purposes. You can elect to send crash reports if you want. I usually do, but it's not required at all. Then just hit start. You'll see a little note down here that says that there are devices that can access this PC without a PIN. You can actually tell Google to not ask for a PIN again on a certain computer or device, and you can connect without having to input your PIN. I set up my phone this way because it's very secure, and if I'm on the go, I want to be able to connect to it as fast as possible. I'll show you how the phone works in part 4. Alright, so now this PC is set up and ready to be controlled remotely. So for your laptop, Chromebook, second desktop, whatever, just repeat this process, but just make sure that you're logged into the same Google account as you are here and are running Google Chrome on your other device. Once you have 2 or more devices enabled, we're ready to go. Okay, so now we'll see that there are 2 categories: remote devices, which are devices you can connect to and control, and this device, which is simply the device we're currently on. It's also worth mentioning that you don't have to be in the same room, the same network, or even the same state as the device you're connecting to. The only requirement is that both devices have a solid internet connection. We're going to connect to LandHub, which is the name of my Plex in-game server. I've remotely accessed my server from out of state while we were on vacation, and even over hotel Wi-Fi, it's still pretty smooth and easy to use. Alright, so the first time you connect, you'll probably see this blue menu on the right hand side here, so let's walk through that real quick. Disconnect is self-explanatory. It just ends your current connection to this PC. Since we're controlling this computer through a Chrome tab, you can see that the window is shrunk down to fit between my bookmarks and taskbar at the bottom. If this is confusing for you and you'd like a bigger view, just click full screen. This hides everything from the device you're actually sitting in front of and makes things simpler for the one you're controlling. If you're not viewing full screen, I'd recommend always enabling shrink to fit. Shrink to fit basically just ensures that the entire window you're viewing fits inside of the window that you're viewing it on. I've got a 4K monitor, so I've got plenty of room to display the window, but if you have a smaller screen, you might have to do that to shrink it within your window. Resize to fit simply changes the resolution of your connection window so that things are better quality. At the time of this recording, many have said that this does not work properly, so just keep that in mind. If you want to get super crazy, you can set up custom key mappings as well. Lastly, we have Stats for Nerds. This lets you see some info about the connection. I'll bet most of you probably won't ever need to use this, but it's still neat that it's there. So, as you can see, I have full control over this computer, just if I was sitting right in front of it. So clicks, right clicks, scrolling, typing, everything works 100%. There's no time limit for connection, although it will time out and disconnect after a certain amount of inactivity. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and disconnect, and we're going to move on to part 3. So let's say you want someone to be able to access your device, but you don't want them to have permanent access to it. This allows you to give someone with a different Google account a one-time access to one of your computers, or you can access someone else's device one time. So let's say grandma calls you up and says, the Facebooks ain't working. She can generate a code for you. You can type it in on your computer and gain access to hers. You'll have the same controls and options when connected this way that you did when connecting to one of your own devices, and vice versa. So to use this, you'll just want to have both people go to the support section of the remote desktop website, and whoever wants help will generate the code, and then whoever is going to be connecting and giving the help will just put that code in on the bottom here and connect. To use your phone or tablet, just go to the App Store on iOS or Android, search for Chrome Remote Desktop, links will be in the description as well. Installation should work just like any other app. Again, you'll want to be using the same Google account that you've used previously for your devices to show up. As soon as you've got it installed, you should see your devices listed. On your first time connecting, it's going to ask for your PIN, but you can choose to remember your PIN like we talked about before. Once you connect, you'll probably want to turn your phone to landscape mode, make it easier to use. You don't have as many features when you're using the phone, so what you can do is you can swipe from the top of the screen, and from left to right, you'll see that you can control your mouse's cursor. You can change it, instead of controlling the cursor, you can make it a touchscreen. Second, you can open the keyboard, hitting back should be able to close it. You can use 2 fingers, like laptop touchpad, to scroll up and down, zoom in and out. You can right click, and by hitting the options icon, 3 dots, you can send a Control-Alt-Delete or disconnect. Alright, I think that just about covers everything. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below or message me on Instagram or Twitter. If this video helped you out, consider leaving a like and maybe subscribing. I plan to be uploading a tutorial once a week or more, so it's definitely worth staying tuned. Thanks for watching.